You know, back to these orders, I can't believe you guys are afraid to actually answer the public's question. I mean, the public was asking you a question, who gets what?
Mr. Patterson, if
What?
you could stay to the resolutions that are on here, the ordinances we've already gone through.
I'll be glad to, but I just can't believe you don't want to answer the public's questions on what money is going to who. Well, I'm going to talk to you further about that, since I know what you're saying about staying on topic.
Which also would allow Union County Improvement Authority to issue $30 million more of lease refunding bonds, further aggravating Union County's total debt outstanding, which relates to my prior comments about money's cheap, but it's still money.
31.
Madam Chair, I would have to defer to John Hudak, who's here representing the UCIA on resolutions 130 and 131.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For you, resolutions 130 and 131. 130 is the Union County Improvement Authority is asking for the deal with consent to refund ordinance bonds that were issued for various projects in the city of Linden. These are not county debt; they are guaranteed by the city of Linden. The county has no obligation on them. 131 is a refunding of outstanding bonds the Improvement Authority issued regarding the correctional facility. This is a refunding to take advantage of the lower rates that will reduce the county debt service. It's the 3%, well above the 3% promulgated by the local finance board and has been approved by the local finance board.
In addition, I did talk about not answering questions on that ordinance for who's the professional that gets the money. Let me answer it for you, because obviously it was there when Freeholder Hudak abstained. It's Freeholder Hudak's father is going to make the approximately $240,000. If you guys want to correct that.
That's not correct.
Okay, well then you correct me. How much is your father going to get? We'll talk about it later, because I only got 5 minutes. I got a lot of things going
Well,
on.
then, go ahead.
John Hudak is not in any way involved in that particular bond.
Why, he abstained. Mr. Hudak came up and explained it.
No, I did
He
not.
did not.
Fine, I'm not going to argue with you, all right?
As a matter
You want to argue, you argue with me later on, okay? I'm going to continue on. I'm going to continue on, because this isn't the first time John Hudak came up here and he had to abstain. So we can see where it's going. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, do me a favor.
Go ahead.
State what you have to state, okay? But please, we're not going to get into a back and forth, and we're not going to get into a yelling match. That's totally unproductive for anything that we're doing.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, and let me say, you avoided answering the question twice. Twice you avoided it. Why is that? The county government is afraid of the public asking questions. And we know why. It's the reasons like Deborah Scanlon stating she's going to step down, more time for her family. She's got a job, $75,000 work 1 month later, working for the county. You know what that boils down to? She was probably going to get about $8,000 pension for her freehold. Now, all she has to do is work 3 years. She's going to get $24,000 a year pension. So this is just straight padding. This is pigs at the trough. And we've seen this time and time again, year after year after year. Hudak's father, Sullivan's, all his relatives on there. He tried to shut me down that one time. He violated my rights. It's like pigs at the trough. Pigs at the trough. And you know that. And Guzzo should be ashamed of himself because he sold out for a little raise, and now he's hiring Scanlon.
All right, again, it's been asked now 3 times. Resolution 130, 131. Who are the beneficiaries of this rebonding? Could you please tell me the names of everyone who's going to receive money on the fees for this rebonding? I'd like an answer to that. We didn't get that answer. All right. My question.
The reference to the beneficiaries, I don't believe that we have that exact information in front of us. I believe that you can request that at all, unless
I'm officially requesting it now.
okay, we can go ahead and open that request, but I believe it's the UCIA. You have it? Remember?
I believe Director Taylor is going to clarify that.
Okay.
as previously mentioned, Madam Chair, the professionals for the ordinance refunding general improvement bonds and the VOTEC bonds that the county has before you for a net present value savings of approximately 9%, which equates to the, in dollars, $3.2 million. Those professionals, over the life of the bond, those professionals include our bond counsel, which is Hudak McCarthy, our auditors, which are Subway Coney, Moody's, Standard & Poor, and I believe it's the let me get the term correct, I do apologize, our escrow agents, and the verification costs. Those costs those costs are not to exceed $115,000. And again, we're looking at spending not to exceed $115,000 to achieve a savings over the life of the bond equal to $3.2 million. So I do apologize to the board if I was not clear earlier, but that's actually the total amount. This ordinance does not have any correlation or tie to Resolutions 130 or 131, Madam Chair. Those resolutions are under the purview of the UCIA, and the agent that came before us, Mr. Hudak, was the representative that disclosed that, again, those resolutions also achieve a savings that are above the local finance board threshold of 3%. I don't have the specifics on that, though, but I'd be happy to see what we can do. But again, the requesting agent for those documents would be UCIA, not the county.
Thank you.
As a short follow-up, who is the escrow
Sorry,
agent?
your time is up.
But who is the escrow
You
agent?
request after the meeting, okay?
In,
Thank you.
in hopes of transparency, who's the escrow agent?
We can get you that answer after the meeting. 'Cause your time is
Why
up.
can't we know it? You know it.
Your time is
Everyone
up.
knows you know it. But just say it.
Time is up, just a minute.
I apologize real quick for speaking out of turn before, but yes, my father is the bond counsel for the Union County Improvement Authority. I'd like to think I had something to do with that, but unfortunately, I was, I think, about 15 or 16 when he was appointed to that position. But as a matter for the record, any matter in which he represents the Improvement Authority or this body, I abstain from any participation. Thank you, Madam Chair.